What up, what up, what up? I want to welcome everybody to the On the Map podcast. I'm your host, Coach Paul. That handsome young fellow over there is my co host, Jay. And the young man in the middle, I got to say, was robbed of a prestigious award, but he was still one of the top athletes in the LA City section. I'd like to welcome Michael Gonzalez, the quarterback for Southgate High School. What up, Mike?
Coach, I can hear me, right?
Yo, the nerves got to him. Yeah, we can hear you. The nerves got to him. We got to him. It's all right, though. It's okay. Hey, you good? You good? Don't be nervous, man. You earned this
Nah,
little
I'm good.
spotlight, dude. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. All right, all right, all right. So we want to welcome you, man. But first of all, we want to congratulate you on all your success this year. We can't wait to see what you're up to and what you're going to do next year. Jay and me are ready to kick this off. You ready to go, Mies?
So,
Yes, sir.
All right, for sure. All right, so Mike, take us back to the moment when you first fell in love with football. What was happening in your life at the time?
I was probably around like 7 years old. My family's always been a football family. Like everybody in my family, all they've watched is football. That's
Yeah.
basically been the main sport. So, well, my family's kind of close. So everybody in my family mostly defense. Everybody is always a Cowboy. Everybody's a Cowboys fan in my family. So every time they'll play, everybody come to the house. We'll all have a cookout, watch the game. But my sister's friend, he was an Eagles fan. So he came. So it was Cowboys versus Eagles. I was watching the game. I like the Eagles. So when I saw them playing, I liked the Eagles. I wanted to play for them. I wanted to play football. I wanted to play for a team that called the Eagles, but I never have. So that's kind of like the first moment where I fell in love with the game, just watching them. Sam Bradford was the quarterback, so nobody could call me a bandwagon for the Eagles.
Then
But
that's like
that
nostalgia
was
right there.
yeah,
Like
that's pretty much
I
the
can
first
still
time.
remember it.
Well, yeah, that's pretty much the
Okay,
first
that's
time.
what's up,
My bad.
man. Hey, like it brings back a little nostalgia, Jay. Like you remember the first time you fell in love with the game, right? Like
I
to
did,
see.
for sure.
Yeah, right. And to have a similar story, that's pretty legit. Like I didn't fall in love with the Eagles, but that's neither here nor there. Go ahead, Jay. What you got for him?
Yeah, for sure. The childhood memories. I know for me, my first sport wasn't football, it was soccer. And I remember my first sport, it was just being around it. I would always see my dad watch it, and one day I was like, I want to play. And I signed up, and I played it all my life growing up. But yeah, it's honestly just a lot of childhood roots when it comes to favorite teams, favorite sports, things of that nature. But my question for you, Mike, is what's been the hardest obstacle you've had to overcome as a football player, or even as a person in general, and how did that change you?
For mostly everything, it's probably just being small as a player. Like, everybody thinks just because you're small, they're gonna like just run over you. That they think you're not gonna stand up for yourself. So that's kind of been the thing since I was a kid, just being small. Everybody think that they're gonna punk me, but I don't roll that way. That's not me. So I mean, just coming from where I am right now to Pop Warner to going to high school, being the short quarterback, where the standards at least 6 feet over, kind of bigger, at least like 180 pounds. So for me, kind of to set my own standard to being who I am as a quarterback and a short person, that's probably the biggest obstacle I've overcome or trying to overcome right now.
Would you say like that's been like something you've heard your entire career
Every
playing a quarterback?
since
Like you're too small to play?
just in football in general too, because I didn't start as a quarterback. I started as a corner. So I was a must play. I only played 10 plays. I was a corner.
Okay.
Nobody thought I was gonna be good. But I mean, when I wanted me to play quarterback, I switched to it. Nobody thought I was gonna be good. But I mean, that's kind of just the thing, just being small.
Shoot, from small, a 10 play, from a musty. So for those who don't know what a musty is that's what us coaches call the must plays, right? It's a nice little joke. We call them musty. Went from a musty player to a CIF championship, a quarterback leading his whole squad to a D1 city section championship, man. So for anybody that's out there that's been told that they're too small, here's the example of you ain't too small, dog. All right, Mike. So describe a game, a practice, or any moment that you've ever had playing that truly tested you mentally or emotionally, and what did you learn about yourself?
Probably the Wilson game from last year.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, talk about it.
Because I missed practice that week on Monday, and then because I missed practice, there was a rule: if you missed a quarter. So
Yeah.
I had to sit that quarter to the second round of playoffs, and it was just like I didn't want to sit. I wanted to play. That was a team. I mean, I'm the quarterback. I wanted to play. I want to play the whole game. I wanted to take us to the championship. I want to win. So to sit to the first quarter, but I mean, and then watching the team play, They were up. Nick was at quarterback. They was doing good. And then when I came back in, I didn't have that best of a game, or that good of a game. So I threw it, or I ran a touchdown. That was pretty much it. I had 66 passing yards.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was kind of hard. And for Nick saved the game, but it was kind of like, where am I gonna go from there? Because so what was the first round? Bernstein, 2 first rounds. I didn't. It wasn't good for me. I didn't have a good game for both of them. So I was like, what am I gonna do? I don't really like. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't feel that confident right now in how I'm
Yeah.
playing right now. So I was like, I could either move forward from where I'm at right now, or just fall back into a hole deeper
Yeah.
and not do better for my team. So it's kind of just that. I had to talk with myself. Don't The game's already happened. You won. You're going to the third round right now. So I mean, just do the best you can. Go to practice next week. Go every single day of the week. Show up early. Game plan for whatever it is, and then just try to do your best. But that's pretty much it. Is Wilson.
All right. So I'm gonna tap in because I got a little bit more insight, right? So before the Wilson game, we had an incident where you would have lost. Like we don't need to go into details of it because I know you remember it. Where you lost your cool.
Yeah.
Walk me through moments like that when you know that you're the leader of the team and your emotions happen to just get the best of you just a little bit, right? Because it happens. It happens to the best of us, right? What do you do in those situations? Like, how do you come back from those? Can you tell us about that?
Just being the person that you are. I mean, everybody gets hot headed at
Yeah.
some point in time. Everybody in their life, they're gonna get mad. They're gonna get frustrated in what they're doing. So I mean, just being the person that you are, being the person that people taught you to be, and the right way to be. I mean, yeah, it's okay, like to get mad and stuff, but as long as you know what you did wrong, you realized it,
Yeah.
and you're gonna move forward from what you are and the mistake that you made, that you realize what you're gonna do to fix it or to not let it happen again. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody's gonna get mad.
Hey man, that is beautiful because this year I watched you face a lot of the same situations
Mhm.
where you could have lost your cool, and the fact that you've matured and you've become a leader, those things didn't happen. Like
Yeah.
I was super proud. I was super proud from my stance of where I was because we all know that I stepped away, but I still was at all your guys' games. And man, being able to be the chain gang on some of those games, watching you operate, dog, it's different than with the headset on. It's way different. So to see you handle some of those situations and those moments, man, it was really spectacular as a fan, but like as a former coach of yours, man. So I'm really proud of the maturity and the growth that you've put out this year.
Thank you.
Yeah, I kind of just want to add on to that. I've heard kind of obviously I'm very close to Coach Paul and him being a former coach on the Southgate and still very involved with Southgate High as a whole. Just hearing, I would hear things of just how you're maturing, you and Coach Paul specifically would see your maturity grow, where it'd be this case scenario, yeah. And then sophomore year Mike would have reacted this way, and then junior year Mike acted a different way. Being able to hone your feelings and mature, know how to control your feelings, especially when it's in a sporting setting when a lot of people often get mad because they put so much into the game. It just shows that, you're making strides not only as a football player, but as a person in general. But my next question for you is who has had the biggest impact on you in your football journey, and what is something that they taught you that you still carry with you to this day?
Probably Coach Justin from Pop Warner. I play
Okay.
with Watts Rams. Coach Justin, I've been with him probably like I played with him 4 years. So to me, there's different type of coaches. There's coaches that just want to focus the game, play on the game, teach you the game, and there's coaches that teach you about life and the game at the same time. Like they're player coaches. Like Matt's a player coach. Coach Paul's a player coach. Like a lot of people are player coaches, but to him, that was a player coach for me. It was after COVID. I came back. Well, we all came back. I still played Pop Warner. So that narrative of me being short, like, I was just narrative of everything. Every coach would be like, "Oh, you're too short to play quarterback. You're too small. You're not gonna be able to do this. Not gonna be able to see over the line. You're not gonna be able to run." But the kind of thing he taught me was block out everything. Everybody's gonna have an opinion, no matter if it's good, bad, doesn't matter. Everybody's gonna have an opinion on what you do, either whether it's in football or in your life. So the thing he taught me was just believe who you are, the person that you are, and just run your way. Nobody's living the life that you are. So just live your life how you want to. Have your own opinion about yourself. If you have somebody, or if you're feeling down about yourself, you always have somebody to talk to. For me, that was him. I'll call him, I'll text him, and he'll talk to me about things and just uplift me. and he was coaching at King Drew, but yeah, he's not coaching there anymore and Linwood too. But no, that's kind of just the thing he taught me was just to believe in myself, trust me, and don't listen to nobody else's opinion, whether it's good or bad.
Hey, that is some excellent advice because as me and Jay know, we don't really give a nah, we're just kidding. Nah, there's gonna be things thrown at you in life all the time, man. And the fact that at a very young age somebody knew what you were struggling with because like being short, that's a confidence thing too. So like the fact that somebody could see that it was a confidence issue and still poured into you to help you believe to see what we see. Shout out to that coach, man. Shout out to you because you really impacted this young man's life and me as his former coach, man. I'm glad you did because, dude. Can't wait to get into these football questions, but I've seen the way you've matured, man. And my question is a little bit deeper than that, right? So when high school's all said and over, we're not even gonna get to college, right? I want to know what type of person, not just as a player, but as a person, like how do you want to be remembered in Southgate, in the city, not just the school? Because yes, you represent the school. I want to know what Michael Gonzalez wants to be remembered by his city for.
Just positivity. Like there's a lot of things going on around the world and in Southgate. Me
Yeah.
being Mexican,
Yep.
there's robbings in Southgate by the school. My teammates got robbed, ice. So I mean, just being the positive, like a bright light. So when there's a dark room, like when I walk in, people will be like, "Oh, like they feel like an energy,
That's right.
like a bright energy when you walk in. Like if someone's having a tough time, they can come talk to me. I play around a lot. Coach Paul knows that. I
Yeah.
joke around with everybody, but I mean everybody knows it's all love, no matter what. I love
Yeah.
every single one of my teammates, everybody. So just the person that I want to be remembered as is just someone that's uplifting. They're bright. If someone's having a bad day, they can come to me. They don't even have to talk with me. Just hang out with me. I'll try to brighten up your day. Just being the uplifting light or in the light in the dark room.
Love it.
That's a great answer. Yeah, being able to uplift people and make people smile. You know, everybody has their own battles, own trauma, own things going on in life. And, you know, the one thing, even this is what I live by too. I always just try to smile.
Yeah.
Smile or make people smile. Just enjoy life, man. But let's kind of get into some football things. You've had an opportunity to play for a Southern Section team, St. Pius Academy. What would you say the difference is between Southern Section and City Section?
I'll say the difference is the way I feel about it. uh, The way if you want to succeed in football and go to like do something good, get colleges to notice you, people will go to Southern Section schools. So for me, city schools, like yeah, they like to play football. Like they'll go to the city school, but they're not going there for football. They're going there. They're probably their friends are there. It's a hometown school. It's
Yeah.
probably a city section school. So they're there. They're playing football. But at Southern section school, you're going to that specific school to play football. That's
Got
what
it.
I did at Pius. I was gonna go to Legacy at first. That was gonna be my first homeschool, and then I got switched. I went to Pius. So just the difference from me seeing there,
Yeah.
everybody
Yeah.
was working. The resources at Southern section schools are way different from cities. You have more of the admins, I feel, at Southern section schools are for sports. At Pius, I would say probably like 100 kids or 50 didn't play sports, but mostly everybody they're in sports, football, basketball, like that. That school is run by sports.
Okay.
Okay, it has the academics or whatever, like dance, music, like whatever that is.
It's got other things.
Yeah, it's got other things to it. But Southern
Yeah.
section
Yeah.
school, people go over there to play it, to play football. Like they want to make something out of football, so they'll go to something that has more resources and that can help them in the future.
Interesting. That's an interesting answer. Coach Paul, I don't know if you remember this, but it had to have been maybe our second or maybe even first player interview. We had on Jack Thomas
Yeah.
before his senior year, I
Right.
believe,
Right.
or junior year, one of those years, and he had transferred in from Loyola.
Yeah. It was
And one
last
of
year.
the questions we asked was similar to what we just asked Mice. There was, oh, you played at Loyola. What was the difference between City and Southern? And Jack said that pretty much every kid went to Loyola specifically for football.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And compared to that Palisades, you know, as Mike said, a lot of kids who went to or go to Palisades, homeschool, good academics. Hey, all my middle school friends are going there. I'm gonna go there. So my next question for you is just kind of, do you notice or have you noticed a difference in work ethic from that players or friends or kids on that same Pius team your freshman year to the kids on your Southgate teams?
Yeah, definitely. At Pius, Like everybody just practice. They always want to go hard to practice, but it's what you do outside of it. At Pius, I promise you, every single one of the people outside of the school were going to their own workouts, we're going to their own training sessions, putting the work in on their own time. Some people at city schools still do it, but it's not like everybody. Everybody
Yeah.
at the Southern section are Pius. Everybody wanted to be great, so they would go with their teammates. They would go train whoever they want to, hire trainers, go lift weights. At the city, some people do it, but not everybody, because that's not some people's main focus on what they want to do in life.
Right. And I'll piggyback off that too, because it comes from,
Salud.
thank you, excuse me. Okay, so it comes really from, if you really think about it too, because like he says, it's not just the kids though, it's the parents.
Yes.
You have some parents that will take a 3-week vacation out of the country because they want to go visit family in another country. Whereas in the Southern section school, that really doesn't happen, right, Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, and I'm glad we asked him this question because everybody would have been like, oh, you guys only asked one kid? Well, here's another kid that came from a Southern section school, moved to the city, ended up taking on the responsibility of being the signal caller at a city school. And he's just like, all right, we're all boys. We're all here to play. I noticed the difference, but it is what it is. But that is why people compare the two all the time. So shout out to you for being a leader. So now here's a good one. As a sophomore, you took your team to the D2 championship and you guys came up short. This year as a junior, you won it all. How did you prepare going into this year after such a devastating loss as a sophomore?
Just working every single day was training. Out of my whole life, this has been the most where I've trained from the sophomore season to my junior. That's been the most where I've trained in my life. Every day, every week I was with Matt. Every time I was in the gym, I was at speed training. And then it was just the thing during summer ball and spring ball was finished. Like no matter what, it was everything was just finished at the end of the Chatsworth, how that played out. So that's kind of been the main focus from the whole season, was just finish no matter what. Like so that was kind of the only thing. But I was training every single day. Because there were some things last year I couldn't do. I couldn't roll out to my left my sophomore year. Matt would tell you that. I couldn't throw to my left side that much. So me and Matt went over the things that I needed to work on. So we went into that season, worked on everything, still did the basics, but mostly the stuff that I could have done better. I went on that to my junior season, and I had a good season.
So for those, before Jay gets into his question, for those who don't know what Matt he's talking about his OC, Matt Valencia. Matt also is a predominant quarterback trainer in the city. Here's a free plug for Matt. Q5 training. If you have a quarterback that needs to get right, send him to Matt and your quarterback will be on, like, the tangibles will develop, man. So now back to our regular scheduled programming.
Mike, this is a very general question, very broad question. What would you say led to your success this year?
Just training, hard work, dedication to the game. I love the game. I'm pretty sure everybody that plays sports, they want to win a championship, no matter what. Everybody wants to win a championship. So for me to go to the championship, that's the first championship I've been to in my life. And for me to lose it that way and how that turned out, that didn't sit right with me. So I knew what I wanted to do, just to get back to work. I love the feeling of being dead tired, having no energy, because you put your all into training, the game. I love that feeling. I love chasing that feeling. So for me doing that the whole off season, and then to gain the accomplishment of having a ring, that felt good. It was just, yeah, it was good.
Jay forgot what he was about to say.
No, that's you. I'm pointing at you. That's your name.
No, it is me. Look at this. I don't know how to read apparently, but nah. Hey, so speaking of that, you got a ring this year. We got LA City Section Division 1. What are your goals for next year?
My goals for next year. First things first, the offensive player of the year for league,
Yeah, let's
for
go.
league and the division that I'm in, or MVP, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Other than that, I would say I don't know what the Southgate school passing record is, but I want to break that all time. I want to break that for sure. I want to get to 4,000 yards. I want to get to at least 600 rushing yards. But yeah, I mean, that was pretty much the main thing that I want. But yeah, that's kind of shit. But to get offensive player of the year for both divisions,
It's
or league and
nice.
division, yeah.
League and division. Nice. Let's go.
I like that record goal. To be quite frank, I don't really know where to
I don't
check
know what it is.
school records. So I don't even know what the school record is, but you should definitely find that out and see if it's attainable or not. That's a
Hey,
really
I
good
wish we
goal.
had like a Hembo at this level. You know how Hembo has all those facts about the NFL and all that other
Yeah,
stuff?
yeah,
We need
yeah,
somebody like that for a city section. Go ahead, Mike.
I was trying to find the because against Roosevelt this year, I have five touchdowns in the first half.
Yeah.
So I was asking Mr. Gary, but I was like, what's the touchdown record for most of the game?" He was like,
Yeah.
"I don't know. I think it's seven." But I didn't get to seven. I got to five. That's what I capped out at. But
Yeah.
that's kind of just the thing. And I was asking Matt too. I was like, you know how much because from what I seen, the best quarterback in Southgate was Miguel in 2016. He had, I think, 3,500 yards. So to me, I'm like, I don't think nobody threw more than him until me. So I haven't checked anything. I want to find out. I'm gonna ask Mr. Gonzalez and Mr. Martinez. But to me, I'm number one in Southgate for most passing
Yeah.
yards in the season.
Because T3 was more of a runner. So T3
Yeah.
would have set the rushing record at the school if he broke anything, not the passing record. So, yeah. You know what? We're going to do some research. We're going to find out. We are going to find out. Let's do it.
Mike, what about this goal? This is more of a team goal. How would you feel about Southgate making it to the Open Division next year?
Seeing Carson. That's my main goal.
Mm,
That's Nick's main goal too. I just seeing Carson.
being the champs.
The past 2 summers, I'm pretty sure Coach Paul was there.
I've been there.
The first time we played Carson, you remember how the game went? It wasn't a good game. Then we saw him my junior year my sophomore going into my junior year. We saw Carson again in the 7-on. I haven't beat them. I'm 0-2 against them. So I mean, I want to see him in pads. I want to see him in the open playoffs, and just see where it goes from there.
Wow, all the smoke. I like that answer.
Me and Chris were at Pius for a week. I was already at Pius, but Chris came in for a week,
Okay.
Mm.
and then he transferred to Carson. But
Oh,
yeah, he was there for
that's
a week.
right.
Yeah,
Jay,
yeah, yeah. He
remember?
was there for a week, and then because he went from Lawndale,
Yes.
Pius, whatever happened at Pius happened, and then he went over to Carson.
Totally forgot about that, Mike.
Yeah.
Mike, I forgot you were even part of that whole mess. Me and Jay talked about that, dude. Like, that's crazy. Well,
That's part of the reason I went to Southgate.
okay. Well, I'm glad that we now know that we want to play Carson because I want to see you guys got to get your little lick against Speedy, man. Like, you moved. You wanted to move, Speedy.
Monsters.
Speedy wanted to move, and then well, congratulations to Speedy anyway, man. I can't wait. If that does happen, it's all love on this show. I love both teams.
Yeah.
I'm invested in both, right? Like, Mike, I love you guys. You guys are my boys. Like, you guys are my little brothers, my sons, and all that other stuff. Speedy and Chris, man, like, those two kids have busted their ass. So to see you guys go against them, Kingston, I didn't leave you out. Everybody else, I didn't leave you out. Just there's a little bit more to our group than most people would know. So like Mike and Chris have ties, Speedy and all of us have ties. So that would be, excuse my language, folks, that would be fucking amazing if you guys met in the open, dude. Like, I'd love to see it. I'd pay for it. That's two F words I said in this episode alone. That's how you know I'm excited.
Yeah, for sure. That'd be a great matchup. Carson, obviously, with them being the Open Division champ, they're the team to beat. They have a lot of talent. I mean, they got a dude, they got a DB with 41 offers. So that'd be a great matchup. But the reason I asked that Open Division matchup is your guys' preseason schedule is beautiful. It's a gauntlet. You guys are playing four Southern Section teams. You guys are officially the only team in the City Section as of right now to have an all Southern Section non-league schedule. What team do you look forward to playing against the most and why? And before you answer that, the reason I asked the open division question prior to that is with that non-league schedule and with the Eastern League just in general being one of the tougher leagues in the city, being in the open division is an actual possibility based off strength of schedule. But nonetheless, go ahead and answer that preseason schedule question. Mm.
Price Legion. Before I went into high school, I was choosing two schools. After I wasn't going to Legacy, he changed my mind. He brought me to different schools to check out. So it came down to two. It was Pius and Salesian. So I did shadow days for both of them. I'll go to workouts for both of them. So the Salesian coach is the quarterback coach. He brought me to every game. They had a championship game. I went to it. He picked me up. I went there. They played Mirror. I saw Matt and Brandon pregame. Uh, Now it's probably Salesian. I want to uh, coach and coach Will. Those I talked to them. I was basically my coaches for a little bit for kind of the summer. And then those guys that they're playing right now, Caden, I played with him. Caden played with him on Watts Rams. One of their best linemen. Slyle, I was talking to him. That's their corner. I was talking to him at the championship game, so I'm cool with some of them. Jason, I'm cool with him, the linebacker. So for me to go against them, that's probably the game. But if not, right after them, it's like tie. It's them and La Mirada. I want to play La Mirada.
We want to
It's
get
tied
that
between
lick
those two.
back. I don't want to get that get
I
back.
want
Got to run it
the La
back.
Mirada. It's just tied between those two. But mostly, it would probably be Salesian.
Okay. Now, shout out to Anthony Atkins, the head coach over at Salesian. I've known him for a very long time. Very great dude. Very great football coach, and he's put together a hell of a program. So I could see why you want to play Salesian. I would say we could talk about their new addition, which is going to make that game even more interesting, but we're not because we're actually going to have that person on the show. And it doesn't matter that he's left, but I know what he's done for the city sections. I know that game is going to be a clash of the Titans, man. I honestly hope you guys get your lick back. La Mirada got to come to the gate this year. I think that's going to be a very great game. Man, it was, what was it? It was a one-score game. It was pretty much a one-score game all the way up to the fourth quarter, and we died out, man. They had depth. We died out, and good teams do what good teams do when bad teams or when a team gives them an advantage. Like if they get an advantage, they take advantage of it. And man, it didn't help that Nick was cramping. That boy
Started cramping.
He need pickle juice. He need an IV. He need water. We need to get that boy on something because it's like every first game of the last year against Lincoln. He cramped too.
Whole game. Him and June.
Yeah, I was just like, geez, Louise. Do you guys not drink? You know, it's the first game of the season. Drink more water. But
aren't you guys gonna play
Los Altos?
Warren?
They play Warren and
Warren.
Los Altos.
Warren. I like that matchup. Just me, my personal opinion. I like that matchup.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know Warren's been a little down these past few years, but still, I really like that matchup. And are you guys away or home? Do you know?
For Warren, I think we're away. We're away.
Regardless of how good that team is, they're a huge public school. So I know that game will be packed. Wow.
Well, that game is going to be awesome. That whole preseason is going to be fire. Like, I can't wait to see. Like, I want to see what Matt and Mike are able to do. Like, I know Matt's play calling, but Mike is now turned into that voice on the field that he's earned the respect of Matt, where if he walks off and he's like, hey, dude, I see so-and-so biting, we can run this concept, Matt will listen. So to see him go up against them higher level teams, because these teams that are on their schedule they're not cupcakes. Not like, I'm not going to mention 8 teams in Southern section because then they're going to call me and they're going to be all mad. They're going to be like, yo, Coach Paul, you talking shit. No, but they're up there on the Richter.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to see what Mike does, man, because he's already on the map. Like, hey, can we get you knee surgery or something? We just got to get you a little bit taller, dog. Like,
He'll be out for a year if he doesn't.
It seems like this whole narrative of you got to be a certain height, like, the kid is number 6 in the state.
Yeah.
Like, come on, like, come get this man already. So that brings me to my next thing, right? You were named Offensive Player of the Year for the Eastern League. How did it make you feel not getting Offensive Player of the Year for D1? And what type of motivation does that give you going into next year?
I was hot. I was mad. I still feel I deserve it. I don't think Stable was a good player, but I should have got that. The motivation, just not make it a question next year. When all the coaches get to voting, like when they say, "Oh, who should be Offensive Player of the Year?" It should be my name separating from the rest. Because I know the reason why I feel I didn't get it was the first 2 games, Gardena and Dorsey. Gardena was a rain game. Dorsey, I didn't have the best game. But just next year, don't make it a question from the start of the playoffs. If we're in open, if we're a D1, whatever it is, just don't make it a question at all from the start to wherever we finish at, first round, second round, third round, championship, whatever it is, just ball out, do the best you can every single game.
So, what is the most motivating thing that you have on your list? So that's your goal. You're going to be like, all right, I'm gonna leave no doubt. Like, we already know this year it came down to those 2 games. So next year, you know what you got to do. But what is your motivation? Like, Is it winning an open championship? Is it an overall goal as a team? Is there a personal goal? I want to be able to say I have D1 offers by the end of my senior year, D2 offers, or just a offer from reputable schools where you can continue your career.
Yeah, I'd probably be getting a scholarship, whether it's even D2, FCS, FBS, D3. If I do get an offer, hopefully, that'll be the first time in my family that someone gotten a free ride to school. So that's kind of the thing that's pushing me. That's kind of the reason my mom put me in football, to get out of this place, get a free scholarship by your talent. Your
Yeah.
talent, your dedication, to show that it's paid off. I'm Mexican, I'm small, but to show that it doesn't matter what it is, who you are. As
Yeah.
long as you love what you're doing and you love doing it with a passion, and just getting a scholarship, that's probably the thing that pushes me every day.
Yeah, it's
Keep your head
possible.
in those fucking books. That's a third F word, but that one deserved it.
Yeah, man, he's right. Yeah, you gotta get. Hey, man, in high school, look, do your homework. You'll probably get a C in every class. Study a little bit, you'll get some B's. But yeah, it's possible with your size. I mean, Diego Pavia is what, like an inch taller than you,
Bro, I was just
and
about to
he's
use
about to go to the
Diego
NFL.
Pavia as an example, Jay. You are where that's awesome.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's definitely possible, you know. Just never give up. Keep trying your hardest, and one coach will take a shot on you for sure.
Hey, man, this has been like 35 minutes. Thank you for spending it with us and telling us your story. There is going to be a program out there, Mike, that
For sure.
comes and sees you play and sees what you have to offer, sees your leadership on and off the field. And I'm excited more than anything to watch you develop this year. I am beside your mom and Coach Matt, I am tied for your biggest fan out here, bro. Like, I am rooting for you. There was a time last year where I kind of jumped off the Mike train because I felt you let us down as a leader, and you took that on the chin, and you came up to me, you apologized for letting me down, and then you threw the team on your back, and then you came back this year, and you are the reason why I say you are 1A and Chris Fields is 1B in the LA City section for the quarterbacks in the city. Thaddeus Burrow is right behind you guys. There's a endless list of amount of talent, but you have separated yourself, young man, and I'm very proud of you. Me and Jay can't wait to root for you.
Sir,
Keep busting your ass. Get your nose in those books. Get to where you need to be. You get a Scully, Mike, we're going to have you back on here. We're going to have you back on here, and we're going to let you help host. And yes, that's some Homer stuff, but that's my little brother right there. I'm rooting for you. Hey, Nick, get a Scully. Nick coming back on the show. It is what it is. That's what happens when you have a platform like this. You can be a Homer, and you can bless your little brothers. But other than that, man, I just want to thank you for your time. Jay, you got anything for him?
same thing. Thank you for your time, man. Good luck in the upcoming season, man.
Thank both of y'all.
All right, man. Until next time, for all our viewers, we thank you for tuning in. If you're new to the show, don't forget to hit subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Thank you to our sponsors, Never Waver Apparel and Black
Yep.
Market Chicken. And until next time, you know what it is.
Peace.
Peace.